Hello, this video is about how to create a Google Voice account. Before creating a Google Voice account, you need to have selected the @Gmail account you'll be using to associate with the Google Voice number. To create a Google Voice account, go to voice.google.com. Once you're on the site, you'll click for personal use. This is where it will ask you if you are using an Android or an iOS device, or if you want to use the web. If you're on your computer, you'll want to use the web so that you can make calls or receive calls through your computer. If you are signed into your ComptonUSD.net account, it's going to tell you that your account isn't ready for Google Voice. And you can see here that it went back and defaulted to my Compton account. So I can click on this and then click my Gmail account that I want to associate the Google Voice number with. And then it tells me that welcome to Google Voice. So I click continue. And I'm going to choose a Google Voice number. So here's where there's a little bit of options. You can try to put in the city that you want to associate it with, and it's going to give you several different options of numbers. And if you don't like any of them, you can look at more. It's really up to you which one you would like to choose. Whichever one you choose, you can click select. And you'll see here that it'll tell you the number that you've selected, and then you have to verify the number. So click verify. In order to associate your new Google Voice number with the phone number that you select to have calls forwarded to, you'll need to input the number here, and then it can either send you a text message, so you ask for it to send you a code. It will text you a 6-digit code that you'll then put in on the next screen. So when you input your number, you click send. Or if you're associating it with a landline, or you rather not receive a text message, you can click verify by phone. That will call the number that you put in and give you a 6-digit code that you will then put in on the next screen. Either way, you want to either click send call or send code or call. Once you receive the code, you'll want to put the 6-digit code in and then click verify. If the code is wrong, you can have them call or send a different number to you. Then you'll click the finish button to complete the association process. And you'll see that the system is verifying the number. Finish again. From here you see the Google Voice setup. Now this is the web version. You can also download the Google Voice app on either your Android or iOS device. And then what you would want to do on that device is just log into whichever Gmail account you associated that number with, and it will be the same Google Voice number that you claimed. And that means that you can receive calls either on your computer or on your phone, either landline or cell phone. And that means you can either receive or make calls even when you're not sitting in front of your computer. So just a couple of things that I'd like to point out. First of all, you have a menu up here. It's the same menu, but it's just expandable or collapsible. It will tell you what calls you've missed or have received. It will let you know what messages you have or allow you to send messages, and these are kind of similar to text messages. And it'll let you know if you have any voicemails here. And you can see I've received the welcome Google Voice. The great thing about Google Voice is that it transcribes your messages, and it's pretty accurate. And so it'll tell you the number that you received the message from, and then what the actual message is, but you can also listen to the message.
Google Voice gives you...
You have the option of calling the number back, sending it a text message or a text-like message, or archiving it, etc. Here would be your archived messages, or you can also put them in spam. There is a setting where you can ask Google Voice to try to identify any spam that's coming in, and then it would automatically put those messages or calls into the spam folder. If I had any contacts saved, they would appear in this area, and I could use this as a search bar to type in a name, or I can just go ahead and type in, using my keyboard, the phone number, or I can use my cursor and use the keypad on the screen. And I can make a call by clicking this button once I have enough digits, And you can see here as it's calling, I can
Calling
mute.
Compton College. If you know the
And
party's
unmute.
4-digit extension,
I
you may
can
dial it at any time.
place them on hold.
Press 1. For
I can hit a
counseling,
keypad,
press 2. For financial aid,
or I
press
can
3.
hang up.
For the live.
There was also an option, it gives you a little quality control there. There's also an option, you might have seen on the top left, to send a message to the number. And again, that would be similar to a text message, and it would take you to this screen over here. So if you all of a sudden lose your keypad and you're not sure what happened, you may have pressed messages. So you want to just come back over to press calls, and you'll get right back to where you were. Now, this Google Voice number is an actual phone number that you can give out to students or parents or whomever you'd like to use it. And if they call this number, based on whatever your settings are, it will either ring on your computer or on your phone, whether landline or cell, and you can switch between those two. We'll go over those settings and more in our next video, which will discuss advanced settings for Google Voice.